In the heart of the ancient kingdom of Yoruba, where the baobab trees touched the heavens and the rivers whispered old secrets, lived a young woman named Adura. Her name meant prayer, and she was known throughout the land for her voice. A melody so pure it was said that even the sun lingered a little longer in the sky just to hear her sing. But Adura's heart was heavy. A great sorrow had fallen over the kingdom. The Oba, their beloved king, was afflicted with a strange illness that no healer could cure. A shadow of despair crept over the land, silencing the drums and the joyous laughter of the children. The once vibrant markets grew quiet, and the colorful fabrics seemed to lose their glow. One evening, as Adura sat beneath a giant iroko tree, her grandmother, Aya Agba, joined her. Aya Agba's eyes held the wisdom of generations, and her wrinkles told stories of droughts and bountiful harvests. She looked at Adura and said, "My child, despair is a cloud, but even the thickest cloud cannot hold back the sun forever. Our people have forgotten how to sing from their souls. They sing with their mouths, but their hearts are silent." Adura looked at her grandmother, confused. "But Aya, what can my singing do against such a great sickness?" Aya Agba smiled gently. "A single song can't move a mountain, but it can awaken the spirit that can. There is an old prophecy, a song of the ancestors, that speaks of a star that will bring healing. Not a star in the sky, but a star born of hope and harmony." Aya Agba then taught Adura a melody. It was a simple tune, yet it felt as ancient as the earth itself. The words spoke of light chasing away darkness, of joy being born from sorrow, and of a king who would rise, not through power or wealth, but through the love of his people. It was a song of renewal, a song of a new dawn. "This is the Oran Ito, the song of order," Aya Agba explained. "It must be sung not by one voice, but by all. It must start as a whisper and grow into a chorus that shakes the very foundations of the world. You, my Adura, must be the one to start the whisper." With newfound purpose, Adura went to the central market the next morning. The air was thick with gloom. She stood upon the storyteller's stone, took a deep breath, and began to sing. "Hark, the world rejoices, a new king is born." At first, people stared, some with annoyance, others with pity. Who would dare to sing of joy when the king lay dying? But Adura's voice was filled with such unshakable faith that a few people began to listen. An old woman selling yams, her face etched with worry, found herself humming along. A young weaver, his hands still for the first time in days, tapped the rhythm on his loom. Adura sang of the prophecy, of the star of hope. She sang not of a magical cure, but of the power within their own community. She sang of how their collective joy, their united spirit, could create a miracle. As she sang, she walked through the streets of the city. Her single voice was joined by another, then another. The blacksmith began to hammer his anvil in time with the song, his strikes like a mighty drum. The women pounding yams turned their work into a percussive beat. The children, drawn by the growing sound, started to clap and dance, their laughter the sweetest harmony. The song spread like a gentle fire. From the market to the farmlands, from the riverbanks to the royal palace itself. The whisper had become a conversation a chorus. The sound swelled, a mighty wave of hope and harmony, every voice in the kingdom joining in one powerful melody. Inside the palace, the royal healers had given up. The Oba was weak, his breath shallow. But then, a faint sound reached his chambers. It grew louder and louder, a sound he hadn't heard in months. The sound of his people, united in song. The music poured through the windows, filling the room with an energy that was more potent than any medicine. The Oba's eyes fluttered open. He heard the words, "Awayo, Ayo, Oba Tuntunbi." He realized they were not singing of a new ruler to replace him. They were singing of a renewal, of the rebirth of the kingdom's spirit. They were singing for him, for his recovery, for their collective future. A strength he hadn't felt in ages began to flow back into his limbs. He sat up, his healers staring in disbelief. The song was not just a sound. It was a force, a tangible prayer woven from the love of 1,000 hearts. The Oba stood, weak but determined, and walked to the balcony of his palace. Below, the entire kingdom was a sea of singing, dancing people, all united by Adura's song. When they saw him standing there, a great cheer erupted, mingling with the music, reaching a crescendo of pure, unbridled joy. The shadow over the land had vanished, chased away by the light of 1,000 voices. The king was not healed by magic, but by the love and unity of his people, awakened by a single, brave voice. Adura, standing in the crowd, smiled, her heart full. The star of the prophecy wasn't a celestial body. It was the light that shines within every person when they come together in hope. The story of Adura and the Oran Edo became a legend, a reminder that the greatest power lies not in kings or in magic, but in the harmony of a community. It taught them that even in the darkest of times, one voice, one spark of hope, can ignite a fire of renewal. It's a story about how a song can heal a nation, how joy can be an act of defiance against despair, and how a new king, a new beginning, is born not from a throne, but from the hearts of the people. If this story drops anything in your mind, let us sing this carol together.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic host proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time, behold him come, offspring of a virgin